YouTube, welcome to Upside DIY. I'm taking apart these skateboard wheels and bearings, and this is what it looks like. I've got it to a point, and then there's also taking this off from the board and throwing away the board. But this is pretty much a good truck. It's just the wheel bearing and another bearing that fell off. That's pretty much skateboarding. Um, And this one is, and here's some of the wheels and some of the bearings that are rusted or, having a hard time in there. So it's pretty cool to at least collect some of these wheels and then trying to clean up and remove these bearings. There's pretty much a bearing tool, but to get these wheels off of the trucks and things like that, you need different size wrenches, and there are other smaller wrenches for the bolts and things. But you just basically get some laundry detergent and then having to remove all the hardware. There are some steps and guides to help you fix this issue and things. I bought new bearings. Buying new bearings is pretty good. Trying to figure out which parts are good and bad. Like this right here is pretty much bad, this truck. But the base part looks pretty good, so I could reuse that and then try to get something to match up with this other one. But there are bearings that I don't know how to pull off yet. I don't have a good puller to pull that off, but you basically want to use pullers, the right size pullers and clamps and things. But I found some useful extra handy tools to help you try to remove some bearings. Maybe it'll be easier if I cleaned it a little bit more and stuff. And it's also good to have like a tap, the right tap and die. And then you could really rebuild these things, like a can opener and some guarding snips and things can help you pry off in between tight areas, and just finding a next design. You just need like a clamp to and it also needs to be kind of at an angle to get to the inside, and then squeeze, and then it could press the wheel and the bearing out. But sometimes parts get stuck and stuff. Like this one, the nut is stuck, so it's really tough sometimes. And having like a C clamp, like I want to put like make a work table, and a C clamp would work good on the stool. I was thinking of getting a grinder to maybe put a grinder underneath, and you could have a pretty good mobile work area, especially for repairing skateboards, especially. Yeah. So this is pretty much just random skateboarding stuff, video type of multitasking. But I don't have the bench press, and I don't have the grinding tools, but those things would be useful. But I do have the wheel bearing tool, which I did order for my collection. It was like $15 to $20, and along with these other tools that I'm starting to collect for trying to fix skateboard wheels and bearings. This is pretty much a video trying to just get to a certain point in repairing stuff. But with these wheels and bearings, some of them I'm still going to need a little bit of time on. I need to still find a deep socket or wrench to take off this piece. The one that I have is just a little bit too small. It should fit, but they do have a special tool for that. And I don't know, this wrench might be too cheap or something, but it's just not gripping this deep truck. So it's really tough. It's really tough to really be for sure. Oh, I might need like a deep socket and wrench. And having a vise and things will really be useful. I might have to really look for one for pretty cheap or make one myself. Um, and I gotta find good ways to maybe use my feet. But let me go ahead and try to press out this bearing using this special tool and see how it goes. And then having the right grease, and then just having other products that I can use really comes in handy, like Vaseline or WD-40. So let me open this up and try to get this wheel bearing out, and I'll be right back to show you guys how it goes. And hey, take a look. It really worked because you just wedge this in and then you just wiggle it back and forth, and somehow it gets out this wheel bearing. So both of the wheel bearings are out on this one, and I'm using just average detergent, which gets pretty dirty and stuff, but and I'm using socks, just spare socks, like just regular socks, some dirty socks, but yeah. And I could just start, I could use like a brush. I have wire brushes to help me manage some stuff, but what I'm really interested about is just the threads on this stuff. I need to get some type of rust remover and things. I'm gonna try to get out this wheel bearing using this tool. It looks like I should be able to try to get it. It's really tough to get that can opener around this for now, but just some people could have a pry. I could look for my pry bar and stuff, so having pry tools is gonna really help. So let me use these clippers on this wheel bearing. If I couldn't get it, this thing is really stuck on there. I really might have to resort to like using a torch and then trying to do it, but it's like a flame or something, or a blowtorch. But I don't have one of those either. But yeah, I kind of expected some issues, with a lot of shop fixes, a lot of stuff. Just hand tools aren't going to do it. But yeah, this design right here reminds me to have like a small bench grinder. I might use this to make something for like a little mini bench grinder if I could, but I'm not. I gotta do some research and draw things up. But this would make a really nice small bench grinder. Um, if I can make one, I will make one out of something like this. So I just gotta keep stuff clean and stuff. But I'm really glad I got one wheel off, and I have pretty much three. And this one, the nut is off, but I need to pry this wheel off. So if I could get this one off, and on this side I need to get this nut. If I could try to fix this up and take it apart, uh, you know, this would be worth probably $10. I mean, they sell brand new stuff for like $25, but maybe this whole assembly as is right here is probably worth $5 and things. But if I could, remake it and stuff and have things a little more valuable, I could like grind or cut off some stuff and things, or polish, uh, you know, some of my ideas. So yeah, let me try to go ahead and see what I could do on fixing this. I probably won't be able to take this fully apart because I still need a wrench for this one. But hopefully it comes in the mail and I'll be right back. Because I did order something, and it should have one, but I'm not guaranteeing all that, so I'm just trying to sort out my tools and have like a tool bag just containing this stuff, or a box. Keep this, information handy for later on. So yeah, let me go ahead and try to take this apart, and I'll be right back. So one of my tools didn't work good on this. This didn't work good, but I did have this crescent wrench that I'm taking off this nut right here with it. So it's turning. Wow, that was amazing disassembly. I got a bunch of little small washers. I got at least 4 of them. Those are going to be really useful for later on. So I got this nut off. So here comes the bearing, the old bearing part. I can still reuse this stuff for other stuff, but I still need to get this side off. So if I can really get that off and things, all I would need is to find a wrench for that center, I guess, center truck. So I'll be back. I'll try to just get this nut off and see the condition of this wheel, that wheel bearing. I should have another wheel from this piece, but I think it already fell off. It's probably the pink one that fell off. But all right, let me get on to the next thing. It's already opened up, and I need to just wiggle this stuff out and then get another wheel. So I'll get one more wheel for this, and then I'll have pretty much a lot of stuff done. So I'm gonna try to take this thing off. I'm gonna probably use the can opener, and I need to look for like a Slim Jim or a pry bar to maybe use for now, but I'll be right back. So this would be the ideal way to use a can opener. It's just a nice, you know, it looks like a professional tool, but the one I have just doesn't fit all the way on that wheel bearing up there. It needs to go, or have have a cone or concave or convex to it, and then that should be able to remove these wheel bearings really nicely, or wheels. And using my wheel bearing removal tool, it's going to work out. So let me try to squeeze this off somehow, and I'll be right back. So I already took off the nut on this one, and then I just finally was able to wiggle this. The best tool maybe for now is something like this, and then just leaving it on the ground so it'll be standing up, and having that tool to kind of step on and keep the wheel pressed down might be helpful. But I'm just reviewing a lot of this stuff just to keep in mind, and right here I just need to get this basically it's just a rod that tapers and things, and I should be able to get out this bearing. So this tool does amazingly to remove that. Instead of trying to find a way to use like a hammer and pliers and things, this tool is actually pretty comes in handy. So for all these wheel bearings and things, I did buy a pack of 100 new wheel bearings. So I have them right down there. Those are new wheel bearings. But just really enjoying, taking apart this stuff and actually making a video of just this random tool. I'm going to be reviewing a lot of special repairs and DIYs. So thanks for watching my video. So cleaning these up, I could install another set of new bearings in those, and that's pretty awesome. Tomorrow I'm going to actually get a skateboard. There's 3 more packages, and then I'm going to just get busy and sort out a lot of my stuff. But most of my other stuff I'm still trying to save up and get, and I'll be right back with some more items that I got from Amazon, and then who knows, I might find something else to do, or spend a lot more time on, or just keep trying to think of cool things that I put onto my YouTube channel. So thanks for watching YouTube, and I'll see you on the next Upside DIY. Have a nice day. Bye.